Caliper Removal. 3/8 cable tie. Oh, nearly forgot. Rubber glove. 8mm, 12mm. So on the banjo bolt, that's where my 12mm is going to go, and then my 8. And I'm not going to bother popping the pistons out on the actual bike itself. I'll do that on the bench. We'll refurb these calipers because as it stands, they are seized from being laid up for a while. So you can see the previous owner has tidied them up in the past, so they've obviously had a refurb. 8mm. Oh, that is in there good. Let's try the bottom one. Wow, way over torqued or in there to stay. Blimey. Okay, bit of persuasion later, and I got them moving. No fun. Oh, Alex always wants to see if there's copper slip involved. It doesn't feel like it. Nice and dry. Oh, there was something there, but oh. Anyway, one down, one to go. And this one, yeah, pretty dry too. Again, it's these calipers, so they're going to put up a lovely fight for me. Come on, you're coming with me. The struggle is real. Hey, let's have a look at you. Oh, I would have thought it'd be full of corrosion. Wow, look how far out those pistons are. Have a look up there. What is that coming out of the piston? So we've got pitting, yeah, okay. What is all this stuff pushing out? Grim. Just take this off and take it over to the workbench and work on it. I'm not going to hang around and pray for it to behave when it's not going to. Oh. Nice. All right, calipers off the motorcycle, and you know, they're pretty tidy. I mean, even the bleed nipples have been painted, and just kind of interesting what I'm seeing. This is the worst piston. Look at this. What's this coming out of there? This can't be the seal, can it? Can it? What the heck is this? Oh my gosh, this really is a seal. This is the dust seal. Oh wow. Wow. Super tidy calipers and a dust seal that's hanging out. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. And I'm guessing the other caliper is going to be just as bad. Oh my god, it is. Apart from it's puking brake fluid everywhere. Can you see the seals? Can you see the seals hanging out? Can you see the seals? They've literally been painted silver and are hanging out alongside the piston. Can you see that? Right there, if I angle it just right. That's dust seal, not the hydraulic seal that's inside, the dust seal hanging outside of the piston. Wow. So I got the little piston moving, but the big one, that was not going anywhere. But I've been able to push it a bit back in with the help of some more grips. But the amount of pressure I had to put on it was stupid. So I've used a bit of the Bulldog BDX and pushed the big piston back in, so it's kind of a gamble really. I'm not keen on doing it, just so that any of the lubricant can get all over the seals. The small piston, as you can see, is ready to go, but the big one, just pushing it back in was a nightmare. See if we can get any movement. Hey! Oh, I can't believe how well that worked. Woo! So we have the small piston pushed in, but the old Bulldog BDX on the seals. Let's see if this works. Oh, yes. So that's a really good technique. Lube them, push them back in, then air them out. Wow, that's some pressure. This is my poor man's part washer. So in there, you can see that I've got everything bar the calipers because I'm still working on them. So there's the caliper bolts. I even put the old brake pads in there because the new brake pads seem to be far away. They're not getting to me quick enough. So I'm now going to pour in the phosphoric acid. It's a 40% mix. I'm trying to spill it. I think that's pretty good. See, it's already having a reaction, and we'll just turn it on. And when you ask me what this is, you should know it's a foot spa. So I'll let that jiggle for a little bit. I paid £18.95 for that. Let's see what happens. Well, we're 5 minutes in, and I've done a fairly good job of cleaning up the calipers. So I'm of the impression that I should just put them in that way and let it eat away at any of the excess. I'm not daft. It isn't a parts washer. It's just me experimenting, really. But the springs were kind of grim. They look amazing. So stainless steel, it goes really well for. Steel does a really nice job on. Pistons are looking passable. Calipers are looking pretty good. And I'll find some time tomorrow to start rebuilding everything, but I will wait for the new... I was just curious. It's not a degreaser, so if, excuse my hay fever, if you're putting something into a poor man's part washer like that, it's not a degreaser. You probably want to degrease it before you put it in. It's just something I noticed because these pads had what looked like copper slip on the back of them. But yeah, I'm right happy with that, and onwards and upwards to getting seals back in those calipers. Time for a rant, and it's about red rubber grease and its use. I watch too many YouTube channels where you're all going crazy with the red rubber grease. I mean, what's that guy? Moonfleet, yeah? Pasting it on like it's jam. It's not supposed to go inside where the pistons live. It's not supposed to go in here, okay? All right, so I've got some seals for my Kawasaki Z750 Zephyr, whatever. Okay, and I'm going to put the seals in. The lower hydraulic seals are supposed to not... You can use red rubber grease. You can use geese fat. You can use red rubber grease if you want, but it's preferred that you use brake fluid. And then the dust seal, red rubber grease. But we ain't pasting it on. This ain't jam on your toast. So I'm going to go and add a little bit of red rubber grease to on these seals. And I'm going to show you the before and after, okay? So there's the before. Boggo seal, it's going in that side. And I'm back in the room. And here's the after, all right? It's got red rubber grease on it. You can see it's not lashings of it. It only needs to coat the surface, and you definitely don't want to be slapping it all over your pistons and then sticking it down into your brake system. These videos just do my head in. So now I'm going to insert this and a few others, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like afterward. All right, seals in. Oh, I missed a seal. All right, seals in, finally. Red rubber grease. Yes, everything's lubricated. There's not lashings of rubber grease everywhere, and I haven't mopped it up. That's just how they've gone in. you know, they take pistons, etc., and then there's just rubber grease all over the pistons, and it's like, you only need a very thin layer to about halfway along. You mad buggers. There you go. That's nice. Stay like that. Do what Uncle Alex says. There's your red rubber grease. See that? Lashings of it. You don't need to. This is Alex's rant version. I'm aware that the pistons have a little bit of pitting on the outer edge. Well, it's going to be exposed anyway, but they've cleaned up a beaut. They've been exposed to the environment for... They probably went back together dirty 10, 15 years ago now. So anyway, the pistons have got red rubber grease on them, although you're not seeing lashings of it. Definitely none on this surface. Completely irrelevant. So I'm going to pop this piston in. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's not the best example. I'm trying to hold a phone and put this in, and I just need it to pass the dust seal, and it should slide in a beaut. But I've got it off on a whack at the moment. But it won't resist me. So as you can see there, it's going down an absolute treat. Trying to do this one-handed is no fun. And it should slide in that easily. Trying to do this one-handed is a killer. Ready for the moment of truth? And how easy it should slide in? Wow. Lovely. Cool. Next. Again, no rubber grease. It's irrelevant. Only on the outer edge. I think I got it straight. Woo! That baby went in a treat. So, proper application of rubber grease is not to spread it like you're doing your toast. Just nice and thin. It's only got to coat the surface. It's only to stop the rubber tearing. It has no purpose being inside these pots once the brake fluid goes in there, because there is no specification for brake fluid and red rubber grease, is there? No. Cool. Rant over. Let's put the top back on the rubber grease. We're done. Reassembly's looking good. When it comes to the carrier, I clean the pins with Scotch-Brite, and then I lubricate them with Textar Ceratec, which is a permanent lubricant. So UK temperatures don't affect it, and it's just a permanent lubricant, and I'll only put it on the pins that are then covered by those rubber boots, and yeah, calipers will be back together in a sec.